everybody. Welcome back. We're so excited to be back with you today. So this is the new Quirky Quilters. So we haven't really posted in the last couple months, and there's been some reasons why that's happening. We are restructuring both the Quirky Quilters and the Quilting Academy a little bit, which really needs to be done at the end of every year. That we need to, look at what we did well, look at what we failed at, and we failed at some stuff, and we know that. And then we're regrouping and we are trying to make things better.
Right. We have a new look.
We do.
We apologize for some of the things that we've learned over the past year. There were some things both in our lives that kind of snuck up on us. And as running a business, it's an interesting thing, right, Angela?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I kind of think I did really good the first 4 months of last year and got my projects done and did what I was supposed to do. And then after that, I completely failed, and I apologize for that. There's definitely reasons it's happened, right?
Hmm.
We did really good about keeping the podcast going. It was more the projects on the Quilting Academy that I just couldn't keep up with.
Right.
Um, and
Same.
probably should have been a little more upfront about what was going on and why, but it all started out with the quilt path release, and then it just cascadedly failed after that. And then once you haven't done it for a while, you're like, that's not what's important. Let's keep this podcast going, right?
Right.
And then other big events that have happened with APQS that we've been involved with.
Yep.
But what we have figured out, at least what I have figured out this year, is that I need to set goals that I can actually achieve, and not maybe stretch as much as I was trying to do. So that's one of the things that I'm trying to do for 2024. So this is like my New Year's resolutions here coming. We're already doing them, right?
Yep.
Um, and we've definitely restructured, the organization of the Quilting Academy and the Quirky Quilters behind the scenes. So that's what Cathy and I have been kind of working on for the last couple of weeks, is getting that restructured.
And on Fabric Bash's side of things, it was we decided last year, which for some of you, this is going to get down in the weeds. We decided to change our point of sale system, which we found out after the fact is no small feat. So it was a big, huge learning curve. But then also one of our employees who is pivotal in that mode and that journey is having a baby, which we're super excited about. But she's staying home. But that put a lot of things on us. And so we had to take a step back on many things. We'll talk about that later, but it's all good. We're moving forward. Angela and I have sat down and have regular meetings now, have set goals, have put procedures in place to help us be able to be more present for the Quilting Academy. So thank you for being patient with us. But Angela, I heard that in our in our revamping of things, who else is on board with us?
Well, I have brought someone in on my side, who will be doing our editing, doing a lot of social media work for us. And you may meet him on camera too. His name is Neil, and he is working remotely for us out of Houston. Um, Super energetic, really wants to be here and to do great things for us. So we do have a new member of our team, that actually joined us in October. So we did do a lot of filming at market. We learned a lot,
Yeah.
mostly about sound and being remote and things that work and things that didn't work. So we probably won't be using that film, but we learned a lot. So that's
Oh,
good.
sure.
And we're learning from him, and he's learning from us. So he has been around quilting a lot. To be transparent, he is my nephew. So he grew up around 3 women that quilt, and he loves the quilting world and is really excited to be a part of it.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So the fourth member of our team, I will go ahead and introduce him because he's just right here.
Hey everybody, I'm Jacob from Fabric Bash. I'm excited to be here. So
So
This
yeah.
so let's explain here, Jacob, about why you're here. So this is my business partner. equal, equal. And he's also married to my third daughter. So, Jacob, what does that mean?
I am her son-in-law. I get to work with her every day.
So he is APQS certified, Janome Juki, Baby Lock here soon. But we've just brought on Baby Lock. So and he loves embroidery. So we're gonna do some of that fun stuff. And he's a better quilter than he thinks. So I'm just gonna let you know. That's good.
Oh, and he knows the machines, completely
Mhm.
knows the machines. So, yeah.
Right. He's pretty much the tech, yeah, to go to. All right. So let's talk about how we met. Your story first, Angela, or I guess maybe it's ours because we came into the story, right?
Yeah, I just showed up in Iowa. I just
So our story kind of started in 2019 when Jacob and I bought an existing long arming rental program store and
Mhm.
went back to certified training. And I met Angela in Iowa, and it
Mhm.
was so pretty cool. And that started the journey. It was kind of crazy, but you were so pivotal to our APQS journey of being a great mentor and helping us with our business, helping us when we became a store. I love working with you with Quilt Path. Jacob loves, well, he can fill in his own.
Yeah, you gotta let him talk for himself. You
Yeah,
know?
just working with you on the maintenance side. Any questions with Quillpath or anything really, because you're very knowledgeable about everything at EBQS. So it's been great working with you that way.
I like working with you both too. So and
Or
I got to meet both of them while I was in Iowa. So I've been a rep for a really long time. I've been a rep since 2009. Um, so I was going out to be the teacher's angel for a certified maintenance class that had one too many people that were either technical or engineers in it. And one of them was my husband. So bless Don's heart. So I like to say Don Kavanaugh brought the three of us together
yes.
because when I called up and said, "Hey, can my husband come to be a certified maintenance tech?" She went, "Oh, I've got a lot of engineers in this class," and she's like, "So you're coming to engineer wrangle? You're coming?" And I went, "Right?" And I said, "Of course I will." So yeah. So yeah, it was just kind of one of those APQS moments where all everything aligned the way it was supposed to for us to go forward in the future. But
Right.
like, I instantly like these are my people. Like I met you two, and I was like, these are my people. So
And
yeah.
fun fact, your husband knows my husband, but my husband does not know your husband.
Yeah, so weirdly, our husbands have ended up on a Zoom call at some point in the past. They both are, yeah, they're both nerds, and they're both work in the same field. And Kathy's husband is very noticeable. He's very tall,
You think?
and when Kathy told Matt where he worked, he was like, "Oh, really tall guy." So they've been on a conference call at some point together.
Sure.
Doug's not going to remember my husband. My husband just looks like an engineer, like your average, rocket scientist engineer person. So yeah, he
Mine
just
looks
blends in
like
with the
the
rest of you guys. So yeah,
mine looks like the guy who played basketball.
he does. Yeah, yeah. I'm almost 6 feet tall. Doug makes me feel kind of short. It's like, which is fine.
And for those of you who don't know, I'm 5'4", so I'm bringing down the gene pool.
Yeah, well, you know, we all need our averages in life.
Right. There you go. So let's talk about where we want to go forward with Quirky Quilters and the Quilting Academy.
Yeah. So we want the education part of the Quilting Academy to ramp up. Kathy and I are both very invested, and Jake as well. All three of us very invested in education,
Mhm.
and not just long arm education. So recently, I have also started selling domestic machines. I sell Elma.
Woo
So
woo.
we
Whoop
yeah,
whoop.
woohoo! So just to tell you how new this is, they arrived Tuesday. I'm going in to unbox them tomorrow. I have not even seen the boxes yet, other than the picture.
And
So
let's
this is very new and very exciting. But I have a whole bunch of training going on. And like them, I want to explore these machines, right? Um, and as I'm learning how to use things like a serger that I've never actually touched one before, I think I want to share that, right? So, like, watch me fail. I can do this. So, and then what did I learn from it, right? So,
Right.
I'm planning on doing more videos on domestic machines as well, not just being the quilt path person. And that's something else you're going to see for APQS and our owners. I'm the quilt path person, right?
Mhm.
And that's they kind of think I'm a one trick pony because when I took over quilt path, I went all in, um, and it's where I needed to focus. Well, now there's a huge team of quilt path educators, and it doesn't need to be just me, and it should not be just me. So I am going to let more of the educators take over that, and I'm going to learn new things, and I'm so excited about learning new things.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah, so we're hoping that we're going to amp the education up on the Quilting Academy. And then for this podcast, do you want to talk about what the plans are for the Quirky Quilters?
Yes, I do. So first, let's get Jake to talk a little bit.
Okay, so we're going to let Jake talk. Oh, sorry, Jake. What would you like to
So,
talk about?
So what I would like to bring into the industry or for Quilting Academy Quirky Quilters is for you guys to be comfortable with your machines, whether it's long arms or domestic machines. Talk about maintenance stuff, go through anything, threading, winding a bobbin, all sorts of stuff. But I also enjoy doing machine embroidery, and I wish I had more time to do that. So you'll probably see some of that. I've always been curious on learning how to do edge to edge quilting with an embroidery machine. So we'll bring in some of that quilting, but with a domestic embroidery machine. So I'm sure some of you guys have that. So yeah, I'm just excited to make you guys feel comfortable with what you're doing as far as your machines. We want you using your machines. We want them maintained well. So yeah.
Mhm. Keep them running.
Yeah.
Right. And you got lots of expertise being an APQS, Janome, Juki, Baby Lock.
Right. So we'll probably
Yeah.
do some deep dives on specific machines in those brands. So Baby Lock, Juki, Janome, ABQS, because that's what we have.
Mhm.
And then Angela can dive in on Elna, which is a sister company of Janome. So anybody who has Elnas,
Yeah,
will
we
be
like
good
to
for
think of
Angela.
Elna as the Janome twinsy. It's
Yeah.
not,
Yeah.
at least in my
Or
world.
or
So
Angela, we could say go big red.
go big red. Yeah.
Go Big
That's
Red.
fine. I have no teams that are that, so I can say that. I can pretend like I'm with Nebraska. I've done it before.
Hey, you've been here, so
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
rooted for Nebraska in Kathy's house. I'm just saying.
And we are going to head to Raleigh in North
Mhm.
Carolina in February and do some podcasts together and some videos together. So that is coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
And by then, my new studio will be done.
that will be I cannot wait to see that.
Me
Um,
either. Construction starts next week. Just saying.
fabulous. We would like to hear what you guys want from this as well. So this is a team
Yeah,
effort. It's not one-sided of us against you guys. This is a community that we want to build, right?
right. We've always wanted to bring in, help for other brands and things like
Hmm.
that. There are things that we can um, actually dive into because Kathy and I both have access now to information on rebranded handy quilter machines because
Hmm.
Janome has those. Pro Stitcher, which is also um, sold by Janome, right? So
Hmm. And Baby Lock.
and Baby Lock, that's true.
Hmm.
Some of these actually, when you actually start looking at these, some of these really have the same products that are rebranded into their name. So
Hmm.
Juki sells Quilter's Creative Touch. Quilt Path is a
Hmm.
branded version of Quilter's Creative Touch.
Hmm.
So we're going to see a lot more overlap happening, right? And that's cool. And that's one of the reasons that I decided to become an Elna dealer was it made it so that we could do more things. Plus,
Right.
it was just cool at the moment, and it's still
Hmm.
cool. We're really excited about those machines. Um, and yeah, like Jake, I can't wait to learn. I've done embroidery for years,
Mhm.
but I've never tried to do edge to edge on my embroidery machine. So maybe Jake and I should get together and learn how to do that together. Just saying.
Should. It's
I
always
might
kind of
be
blown my mind on how you
Yeah,
line it
like how
all
do
up
you
back up
move
and stuff.
it,
So
right? So, oh,
right. We're all going to become better at that too, as well as our one of our APQS new machines is has a hoop system, so we're going to be able to dive into that as well.
it
So,
does. It
mhm.
does, and we are both getting Ellie's in our showroom soon. So we're really excited about that. I actually think mine may be on the way because I got 3 shipping notifications from
Wow.
APQS yesterday, and I have nothing on order. So except for Ellie. So I'm kind of hoping that's what's on its way. Find out on
Jan-
Monday.
January January 2nd for Fabric Bash. The Bashmobile will be heading to Carroll, Iowa to teach a class. But then on the way back, I'll be having two machines come back with us. So super excited.
Yeah, so exciting things happening for us
Mm-hmm.
on all fronts, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um, kind of the cool thing about this is that we started out because we're APQS dealers talking a lot about APQS,
Mm-hmm.
and that's probably we're still going to talk about APQS. We love APQS,
Mm-hmm.
but we're going to be talking about other things too because we have other things that we can talk about, right? Other exciting things when we know things are coming out for the different brands we support. We saw some really cool things at market that
Yes.
we're probably going to add to our showrooms, um, that we could talk to that aren't even sewing machine really related. So, there's just exciting things coming.
Right.
Mm.
I'd love to talk about fabrics, want to talk backing, we'll talk thread again, because I could talk thread all day
Yeah.
long, right?
Yeah. So I think we need
Mm-hmm.
to, and things have changed. I mean, new
Mm-hmm.
things have come out. So we need to continue having those conversations. And we have new people joining us that we haven't talked to about thread and batting and all that. So some of the stuff, we're going to dive deeper into things that we've talked about before. Um, and some of the topics will be new.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Well, ruler work, free motion, quilt path, pantograph, all of that good stuff,
Well,
right?
yeah. And then also, doing things on those domestic machines.
Right. Besides, right, exactly. There's
Yeah.
the
Because you
whole
can
the
do ruler work on a domestic machine, right?
yes,
You can free
yes,
motion on a domestic machine. So
right,
yeah.
and all those piecing techniques and all of that great stuff,
Piecing. Yeah, we could do piecing. We can do
right?
piecing now. This is going to be so much fun.
I should yes, it'll be fabulous. I'm so what we're trying to say is thank you for being patient with us. We learned a whole
Mhm.
bunch over this last year. We even talking business stuff. We will love to talk business. We have quadrupled our store in both size and well, tripled our store in size, but also on where we stand in the world, but going online. So point of sale systems, we can talk it all. Angela, you've had multiple point of sale systems,
Yeah.
move stores different times. So we could have discussions on what you want to talk about on the business side. So the world is our oysters, everybody. That's what I'm trying to say. The sky is the limit, and we are willing to reach to every limit that we can get. So a little bit more hyper focused this time.
Yeah.
We love a reboot. Everybody gets a chance to reboot, right?
Yeah.
right.
It's good. So one of the things that we're changing though is that we are not going to try to do the quirky quilters once a week.
Yeah.
So we love doing this. We do. We did not realize the time it took to do a podcast,
Right.
and to do it weekly. So to be able to do it better, we're going to do it every other week.
Yes.
So, um, and because we don't want to come into a situation where we burn out.
Mhm.
Um, it was pretty rough this summer getting the podcast done. So yeah.
Well, and maybe they don't want to hear us yammering so much either, right?
I don't know. They keep coming back for more. So
Oh, I know. If y'all don't know, Kathy has a weird sense of humor, so I like to make things light and fun. So that's what this is about.
it is. It is. But yeah.
All right. So pay take that out, Neil.
Don't take it out, Neil. Don't take
No,
it
it's all good.
No, it's
Um,
okay. She can take it out.
yeah. So look forward to what's coming in the future. Let us know. We want to hear from you what you guys want because we take that seriously. And anything you want to add, Angela or Jacob?
Jake?
Yeah, I'm just excited to dive into some maintenance and whatever you guys want to talk about on domestic machines or long arms. We'll see
Yeah.
what we can help you guys with.
So
All right.
yep, I think the plan right now, like I said, is every 2 weeks for this. We're still
Mhm.
planning on meeting monthly to do our lives,
Mhm.
and then we will be announcing other things in the Quilting Academy.
Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe, like, and share
Yeah.
so we can grow this lovely quilting community that we get to be a part of. It's a special community. Nothing that I've ever seen in my whole life is so amazing and giving as quilters. So we are honored.
Very much.
All right. Well,
Mhm.
Angela, it's been awesome. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your day.
You as well.
All right, Jake, shall we get going and go out to the floor and keep on working?
Let's do it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.